Welcome to Michelle's Podcast News, your daily news update on what's happening around the podcasting community of companies, technologies, and partnerships. I'm your host, Michelle Tandler, Chief Marketing Officer at Podcast AI. Today, we have an exciting lineup of news to discuss, starting with Tom Bilyeu's impact theory on Apple Podcasts. For those who might not be familiar, Tom Bilyeu is a prominent entrepreneur and co-founder of the billion-dollar company Quest Nutrition. His podcast, Impact Theory, is designed to help you thrive in our complex world by breaking down topics like geopolitics, economics, artificial intelligence, science, future tech, and beyond into their fundamental elements. The podcast aims to uncover the truth behind the headlines and memes in an unbiased pursuit of what's real. From interviews and reactions to debates on the most important topics of the day, this podcast will challenge everything you know about current events, the economy, culture, and more. Tom Bilyeu's Impact Theory is available on Apple Podcasts and requires a subscription and macOS 11.4 or higher. The podcast has released a series of power-packed episodes recently. On July 25th, 2024, the episode titled The Realities of Money, AI, and the 2024 Recession, featuring Raoul delves into the complexities of the current economic system, how companies operate during downturns, and predictions for the coming economic cycles and housing markets. Raoul, a retired hedge fund manager and a respected thought leader in global economics, shares his insights on the impact of the debt cycle, hyperinflation, potential breakthroughs in the tech sector, and the unstoppable nature of technology marked by artificial intelligence models. He also discusses what kind of economic threat artificial intelligence could be to the global economy. This episode is a deep dive into crypto, artificial intelligence, and the future of technology and the economy. The episode touches on a range of critical topics, including the secular trend within the cyclical trend, how money becomes worthless, the current recession, population collapse problems, the artificial intelligence takeover, and assets outside of fake money. It's a comprehensive look at how various factors interplay to shape our economic landscape. In addition to this, Tom Bilyeu has also released other compelling episodes. For instance, on July 24th, 2024, he released an exclusive episode with Destiny titled, I'm Not Sympathetic to the Trump Shooting, Rise of Civil War and Conspiracies. This episode explores the rippling effects of divisive arguments and conspiracy theories on our discourse and decision-making processes. Tom and Destiny discuss the need to prioritize meaningful discussions and critically evaluate information, touching on broader political dynamics, power structures, and the role of the deep state. So if you're looking for a podcast that challenges your perspectives and helps you navigate even the most disruptive eras, Tom Bilyeu's Impact Theory is definitely worth a listen. Stay tuned for more updates on what's happening in the podcasting world. Up next, we'll be discussing how healthcare professionals are embracing podcasts to stay abreast of drug options, according to a recent survey by Fierce Pharma. Listen in as Aviation Week Network's team on location at the Farnborough Airshow discusses key themes from the international event, which has seen a more muted presence from both Boeing and Airbus this year. This year's Farnborough Airshow, traditionally one of the largest and most significant events in the aviation calendar, has been notably more subdued. Both Boeing and Airbus, the giants of the aviation industry, have had a less prominent showing than in previous years. This change in dynamic has set the tone for a different kind of event, one that focuses more on innovation and resilience in the face of global challenges. David Casey, editor-in-chief of Routes, Alan Drone, Europe and Middle East correspondent at Air Transport World, and Victoria Moores, European editor and bureau chief at Air Transport World, provide their insights into the significant talking points from this year's show. From new aircraft unveilings to discussions on sustainability, the team covers a wide range of topics that are shaping the future of aviation. One of the key highlights discussed is the shift towards more sustainable aviation solutions. With the global push for greener technologies, many companies showcase their latest innovations aimed at reducing carbon footprints. This includes advancements in electric and hybrid electric aircraft, as well as initiatives to increase the use of sustainable aviation fuel, SAF. The team also delves into the commercial strategies being adopted by different airlines and manufacturers to navigate the current economic uncertainties. This includes how airlines are adjusting their fleets and routes to be more cost-effective, and how manufacturers are focusing on building more fuel-efficient aircraft to meet the evolving demands of the market. Another significant topic is the impact of geopolitical tensions on the aviation industry. The team discusses how ongoing conflicts and political instability in various regions are affecting global air travel and trade. They also touch on the potential implications for future aviation policies and international collaborations. Despite the more subdued nature of this year's Farnborough Airshow, there is still a palpable sense of optimism and innovation. The discussions emphasize the industry's resilience and its ability to adapt to new challenges, whether they be environmental, economic, or political. For those interested in a deeper dive into these topics, the full discussion is available on Aviation Week's Window Seat podcast. You can subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Stay tuned for more insightful coverage from the aviation industry. Healthcare professionals are increasingly turning to podcasts as a valuable resource to stay informed about the latest drug options and advancements in the pharmaceutical industry. According to a recent survey conducted by Fierce Pharma, a significant number of healthcare providers, including doctors, pharmacists, and medical researchers, are now embracing podcasts as a convenient and efficient way to keep up with the ever-evolving landscape of medical treatments and pharmaceuticals. The survey revealed that nearly 70% of healthcare professionals listen to at least one medical podcast per week. This trend highlights the growing importance of audio content in the medical community as busy professionals seek out reliable sources of information that they can consume during their daily routines, such as commuting or exercising. One of the key reasons for this shift is the accessibility and convenience that podcasts offer. Unlike traditional medical journals or conferences, podcasts can be easily accessed on demand, allowing healthcare providers to stay updated on the latest drug developments, clinical trials, and treatment guidelines without interrupting their busy schedules. Moreover, podcasts often feature expert interviews and discussions, providing listeners with valuable insights and perspectives from leading professionals in the field. This format not only enhances the learning experience, but also helps healthcare providers stay connected with the broader medical community and stay abreast of emerging trends and innovations. In addition to staying informed about new drug options, healthcare professionals are also using podcasts to enhance their understanding of complex medical topics. Many podcasts offer in-depth explorations of specific diseases, treatment protocols, and patient care strategies, making them an invaluable educational tool for both seasoned practitioners and those new to the field. The survey also noted that healthcare professionals appreciate the diverse range of podcast content available. From general medical news and updates to specialized topics such as oncology, cardiology, and infectious diseases, there is a podcast for virtually every area of interest. This variety ensures that healthcare providers can find content that is both relevant and engaging, further driving the adoption of podcasts as a preferred source of information. As the popularity of podcasts continues to grow, it is clear that they are becoming an essential tool for healthcare professionals seeking to stay up to date with the latest drug options and medical advancements. With their unique blend of convenience, expert insights, and diverse content, podcasts are poised to play an increasingly important role in the ongoing education and professional development of the medical community. In a recent episode of Bloomberg Surveillance TV, which aired on July 24, 2024, a panel of experts gathered to discuss the latest trends and developments in the financial and geopolitical landscape. This episode, part of the Bloomberg podcast series, featured a distinguished lineup of guests, including Kate Moore, head of thematic strategy at BlackRock Global Allocation, Stephen Trent, managing director at Citi Research, Aaron David Miller, senior fellow at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, Michael Kushma, chief investment officer of broad markets fixed income at Morgan Stanley Investment Management, and Derek Burleton, Vice President and Deputy Chief Economist at TD Bank Group. Kate Moore kicked off the discussion by analyzing the market's reaction to recent tech earnings. She emphasized that the second quarter results would be crucial for shaping investor sentiment over the summer. Moore noted that the performance of tech companies, particularly in the context of ongoing supply chain disruptions and regulatory challenges, would be a key indicator of market stability and future growth prospects. Stephen Trent from Citi Research provided insights into Delta Airlines' ongoing operational issues following a significant incident involving CrowdStrike. Trent unpacked the impact of these issues on Delta's service reliability and customer satisfaction. He highlighted that the airline's ability to recover from these disruptions would be a critical factor in maintaining its competitive edge in the aviation industry. Aaron David Miller, a senior fellow at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, shifted the focus to geopolitics, discussing the upcoming meeting between President Joe Biden and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Miller explored the potential implications of this meeting for Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump, particularly in the context of Netanyahu's visit to the United States. He analyzed how this meeting could influence U.S. foreign policy and the broader geopolitical dynamics in the Middle East. The discussion then turned to the economic outlook for the United States, with insights from Michael Kushma of Morgan Stanley and Derek Burlton of TD Bank Group. Kushma and Burlton looked ahead to the release of key economic data scheduled for later in the week, which they anticipated would provide critical insights into the health of the U.S. economy. They discussed the potential impact of this data on market trends, investor confidence, and economic policy decisions. Throughout the episode, hosts Tom Keene, John Farrow, Lisa Abramowicz, and Paul Sweeney guided the conversation, ensuring a comprehensive exploration of the topics at hand. Their expert moderation helped to elucidate the complex interplay between financial markets, economic indicators, and geopolitical events. For those interested in deepening their understanding of these critical issues, the full episode of Bloomberg Surveillance TV is available on the Bloomberg Podcasts YouTube channel. You can subscribe to Bloomberg Podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.